I stopped after the deep sand, and I'll just make sure you get through.
No.
I couldn't see you. You're just round the corner.
Yeah,
I didn't even hear you. You must have been down.
Yeah, I tried left, but I can't with my knee.
No.
My bust in there. I can't get enough.
Oh.
Well, that was a near-death experience.
You want to? Yeah, absolutely. Oh, hell yeah. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, that was close. What a stupid place to put a pile of sand right in the corner. Look at this. That was, yeah, good save. Do you have your camera on?
Of course.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's yeah. I would have come looking for you and gone, I don't know where he's gone. If you went down there, I'd be going, where'd you go?
Yeah, dead is where I'll be going.
Yeah.
There's a huge drop off the cliff there.
I came round that corner and I wasn't ready for the soft sand. I just made it through. Just took us both a bit by surprise. Really deep sandy patch right on the apex of a corner. But he's just bloody lucky he didn't go off the edge. Right. Oh, what's happening now? Screen's come off. Go adventure riding, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
Right, just popped all the
yeah.
nuts out.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Right, fucking buffeting staff anyway.
Can I suggest you go through there? Yeah. So that if it doesn't hold on, at least it won't go anywhere.
Good idea. Have you done this before?
Not the first time I've had to carry a screen home, no. Alright, well it didn't take as long as I thought it was going to. How you doing?
Anyone?
Yeah, no, another one coming. Okay. Thank you. There he is. See ya. Still on the Commissioner's track, but we're getting towards the end of it now. I think this is where there's a rocky outcrop here somewhere, and I think everyone goes and like it's mandatory stop to get a photo. Not sure how we're going to go with the fully loaded bikes out there, but we'll have a look. It looks like there's a track down to Bulga, but it doesn't look like it's open, does it?
No, it's the Richard's hat up there.
Okay, alright, we'll keep going. It's not far now. Till we get down to the road. California hut's shut, eh? Oh, well, you going alright?
Yeah.
mind calling into Bulga. So when all the lockdowns started happening, that's where I ended up, in the recreational reserve. Had a toilet there, there was a servo around the corner, I could get water, and I was there for a couple of weeks, and they came and kicked me out. They said, you got to go home. I said, I am home, this is where I live on the road full time. Well, you can't stay here. I said, well, where do you want me to go? I'm isolated, there's no one around, I'm doing, you know, what we're supposed to do, and that is isolate from this fucking terrible cold that's going around. And he's going, well, you know, we've just been told we've got to close the facilities and you can't use the toilet anymore, and yada yada. And I went, look, you know, I said, well, what do you want me to do? He said, well, just go to a caravan park. I said, well, that's where everyone's going to be clustering, and kind of defeats the purpose of isolating, doesn't it? And he's going, look, I've just been told that you have to, you know, I've got to close the park, and if you're not prepared to move on, then we'll get the police around. All right. And that's when I ended up going down and putting the caravan at Grey Gums, the cafe. So a very soft spot, a good soft spot for them. They were most welcoming to anyone travelling past. And the cops came around and told them they've got to kick everyone out. They go, where to? Where do you want us to kick them to? Anyway, that was when you know, Scotty and Neen down at Adelong very, very generously gave me access to their property. Beautiful spot up on top of a hill, and yeah, it was lovely. Good times. Yep, here's 4-wheel drive. There's one more. That was 5 years ago now. That's crazy how quickly time's gone. They won't be getting me again. Will not be getting me again. Civil disobedience next time. Anyway, I to be fair, I wasn't all that compliant. I still rode my bike. Good times. Anyway, that was a life I missed, living in the van. It turned out to be a very interesting couple of years, and met some amazing people. Sadly, all that footage is on a hard drive that I can't access now, so it's very disappointing. I've only got the videos that I made, which is really why I started the channel anyway, was to create memories of things that I've done, but all the raw footage is unavailable to me now, which is very disappointing. Mandatory stop when coming along Commissioners Road, apparently. I have been here before on my Africa Twin, but we're just looking at this weather that's rolling in behind us, plus the weather that's where we're going. Might be a wet day. Alright, turn this thing around without falling off the cliff. it's looking very dark in front of us, very dark behind us. Oh, it's a big hole. All right, let's get out of here. I got a bit of a fright when I saw the chain with a padlock on it, and I just saw no, but then just realised because there's no way we go all the way back up through that. Okay, we were up there. Let's get out of here. On to Musselbrook. It's at 11:30. So be there for lunch, top up with fuel. I've got 180k left, so it was a nice easy run. Yeah, my backpack again. So we just stopped at we're on the New England Highway at Murrurundi, depends who you ask. Raining out over the Barrington, so we're not going there. We're just going to go to Uralla, get a hotel, stay the night, get a good night's sleep. We're both a little bit fatigued after a few nights of sleeping on the ground. So yeah, we're going to sleep at a hotel and have a good meal, have a good night's sleep in a comfortable bed with a pillow, and then we'll see what the weather's like tomorrow. Yeah, you could tell we're both fatigued. Just our inability to make any decisions or judgment calls. So best thing in that situation is just to not make any big decisions about anything. So we just decided we were going to go to Walker, but it's another 3/4 of an hour out of the way, and Uralla's on the highway, nice and close. We can get there in a little bit over an hour, but there's just rain clouds all around us and a big storm cell coming up behind us. Maybe you can see that in the mirror. So we're just south of Tamworth. We're going to go to Tamworth, blast through Tamworth into Uralla. There's big rain coming, so we're going to settle down for the night, get all the gear away, get the bikes put away, go and have a proper meal, a couple of beers, and then get a good night rest.
Driving on the highway, far away, far away, far away. Every moment I was spending on regrets was such a waste, such a waste, such a waste. looking on the city lights, flashing bright in my eyes.
Hey, good morning, big bikers. Well, it's just on take off o'clock in the morning, so we're just packing the bikes. We stayed in Uralla last night, warm bed, pillows that didn't go down, beds that didn't deflate. Had dinner at a really nice hotel, great food. It was a terrific night, and we're rested, and we were just really vague and feeling quite fatigued yesterday. So after a refresh, I think this will probably be our last day on the road. The weather's just closed in, and quite a bit of rain coming up the coast, so we're going to probably just bail out around Tenterfield today, do a little bit of dirt this morning, and then get to Tenterfield, have lunch, and then go our separate ways. So all right, that's a little trick I learned from Captain Cranky. All right, so bike's packed, we're ready to go. Got the seat heater on, got the heated grips on. We're not going to get fuel here. We're actually going to run down the road one. We're going to go through the back way out through Gostwich and then hit the dirt, and then basically make our way back up to Tenterfield. And I think from there Chris will keep going north, and I'll head down to the coast, see Miss Buttons, but then I've got to get home and jump on a plane and head to New Zealand, so it's finishing probably a couple of days earlier than we planned. But it's been a very good trip. Okay. We get to see some pretty good country this time. Actually, it was great. And look, I enjoyed doing the bridle track again, but what I did enjoy was that Box Hill. He's still got his disc lock on. He's about to get on his bike and ride away. Weather at Uralla, and forecast for rain a little later on today, so I'll just wait here. I don't think he knows why I went south again. So we're going to go past Gostwich this morning, little church, little chapel there at Gostwich. Had a ride with Miss Buttons last year, I think it was, and I saw it on someone's Instagram feed. I saw this little chapel. I went, oh, that's cute, let's go there. Be perfect time of year to go, perfect time because of the colours. Hopefully we get the sun's probably not quite right, but just outside Uralla. We're going to go that way because we're heading in the dirt. We're not going there to see the chapel, just to be clear. I'm not that old yet, but we are going to go past it. But I'll stop and show you when we get there, because it's a really cute little old chapel. It's on private property, but it is used for it is a functioning church, but I think it gets used mainly for weddings and all that sort of stuff. So
7 hours driving on the highway, far away, far away, far away. Every moment I was spending on regrets was such a waste, such a waste, such a waste. Looking on the city lights, flashing bright in my eyes.
Gostwich, All Saints, Gostwich. It's probably Goswick, probably. Yeah, okay. I hit the frog and toad. Oh, here comes the rain. Great.
Going all the way up. I'm going all the way up. I'm letting go in my heart. Of everything that holds me down. No, no. And it's feeling like I'm in the roof. I can feel the love. Oh yeah, it's all around me. Oh, I need to know how I can make it. Not afraid to fall and perish it behind me. Feeling like a stranger on a foreign land. Far away, far away, far away. I could get along, could be a different man. Looking on the city lights, flashing bright in my eyes. Look up to the sky and I got this relief inside. Then there's no need to hide.
I'm not if this water's lying around up here and we're going down through a hollow, stop playing. So I'm just worried if there's that much water lying around in there, what it's going to be like down in the marshes there.
Yeah.
And I don't know where this road goes. This is obviously a stock route, so I just don't want to get freaking bogged and
Yeah, well, there's a creek there too.
yeah. So I mean,
It doesn't go far though till the next road.
yeah. All right. You want to go?
We'll have a look at both.
All right. I'll have a look. You know, could be a concrete base on it, so could be alright. I just don't want to have to go through a muddy, swampy thing that we went through on day one where he dropped his bike again. So oh, you can always turn around. This looks like it's a stock route or something. Oh, there's the bike, no rider. Oh, he's going to walk it, is he? Rocky or muddy? Like you guys in the UK go, it's a nice day. What are you complaining about the weather for? Is it a rocky base? Alright, let's go.
Left side though.
Yeah.
There's too many big rocks on the right.
Yeah.
Left side's a little deeper, but
yeah, but it's rocky
stay
base.
right in the centre of the left track. There's a little boulder on the left at the start.
Yep.
And one on the right about halfway through.
Righto.
I'm saying
Yeah,
that
yeah,
big.
okay.
Left side.
Should have been standing up, did everything wrong then, but made it through, no problems. Yeah, slippery wet grass. Slippery wet grass and a little bit of rain. Anyway, it's all good. I think we'll try and stick to this type of stuff for the rest of the trip. Fuel reserve is low. You can see, I don't know if you can see that, put up my fuel tank's now in red, coolant's in green, the fuel tank's in red. We should be right. It's gonna be close. We should be right. A little bit of fuel anxiety going on. 40 k's to go and 40 kilometres of range. We should be right, but I've got the cruise control on. We've got a little bit of a tailwind and we're kind of going down the hill mostly, so it should be okay. Fingers crossed. Alright, showing 20 in the red. We're in Glen Innes. Fuel servo's right here, we made it. Look at this, is the fuel, so we've just both filled up. 18.73 litres in the Africa Twin. We didn't do this. This is completely random. 18.73. Now mine's a little bit more because I put 98 in.
Yeah.
But so that's 420 k's from Muswellbrook.
Is that what we did?
420. Yeah. So the irony of that, 18.73 in both bikes. Exactly the same fuel consumption. That's very interesting.
End of the road.
One more time.
Seems to be Tenterfield's always the
Well, it's the
split off point, isn't it?
it's the road junction in the road. What it is? The
Fork in the road.
fork in the road. That's it.
Yeah, so you're heading down the coast, so I'm heading back home to Toowoomba, but you're heading into some
Yeah, a bit of weather.
weather bollock.
That's right. Highlight.
Jeez. Too many, really. Bridle track was awesome.
Yeah, it's good to tick that one off. Finish that one for me. I was glad.
Really, all of it. Like even when we went over the back of the hills here.
Yeah. That back through them. Yeah, that road round the back. That Rena Heights.
Gina
Rhino's got some nice property.
She does. I wonder how she affords that. But no, it's
Hancock Agricultural.
that's it.
Yeah, so inherited.
Yeah. What's his name? Hancock, whatever his name was.
Yeah.
The father. Anyway, bloody every
Fox Hill Road was a highlight.
Razorback Road. Bloody
Razorback Road.
one
Was good.
down the sound from Safari.
And that canyon, the rock rock, garden of rocks, garden of stones.
Yeah.
National park something.
It's just every
every
day we've had a epic track, really. Except for maybe today.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was interesting stuff out the back with a little creek crossing.
Yeah, that's
stop route.
Little stop route we did. Yeah. That's about it.
And
anyway.
then the rest of it's just highway. The problem is because we live kind of within a couple of hours here, all these roads have been done over and over. So.
Yeah, so I'm probably going to go up the Mount Lindsay Highway just to get off the New England.
Mount Lindsay Road, I think it is.
Mount Lindsay Road, yeah.
And I'm just going to run down the Bruxner to Lismore.
Got some brake twisties and stuff you can do.
It's not wet. If it's dry.
Yeah,
knobbies and wet road.
It's the one thing our tyres don't do well, wet road.
And I've got to say that the motors are excellent in every situation except
wet tar. That's it. I had a little scare today on one of the back roads there on the tar. The front gave me a warning.
Yeah. No.
Luckily it was when I had my glasses on. Because if it wasn't, I wouldn't have known what was happening. But yeah. Alright, well.
That was nice. We had a little bit of fuel anxiety.
Yeah, a little bit of fuel with the dashes on the dash.
And the irony of the 18.73 litres.
We couldn't have even tried to do that.
No.
We both did 420 k's to the tank and
great job, perfect.
Right, look at that. Perfect timing.
That's a lunch. Well done, thanks.
Well, that's us. See you next time.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah. Get that in here.
Rissoles and vegetables. Don't say we eat junk.
No junk. Alright, guys.
Actually, I'd say the food that we had at Lithgow, the cafe, the dingo.
Oh, yeah, the dingo.
That was a highlight.
That was a highlight. It was
such a good. I don't know what
good.
they did to that chicken.
Yeah, the chicken around there is doing something. Anyway, see you later, guys.